here. And today we're going to start on our backs on the mat. So if you want to go ahead and get yourself organized to lie down on your mat. Again, modify if anything doesn't feel right or you just want to watch, please do so. You can ask me questions, send me a chat. I'm happy to help. But looking forward to moving and breathing with everybody today. Teresa's here. Hi, good to see you. All right. Hi, Stephen. Good to see you too. All right, so let's get started. We'll go ahead and begin on our mat. Get my view here. And today, just begin by hugging those knees into your chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. I like to rock a little side to side. Let that low back be long and easy. And then from each entry's work, place your hands on those kneecaps and we'll just circle and stir and massage that sacrum a few times one direction. And then let's go the other direction as well. Circling and stirring. Hey, Jessie. And good. Pausing there, reach your arms up to the ceiling, palms facing each other, and slowly open out to the side into a T shape. But you're going to pause right before you get to the floor and just feel that sense of energy, electricity reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Take another inhale, and then exhale, dissolve and melt, let gravity win, and just relax everything completely into the floor. We're going to twist our knees to the left and our head to the right. And enjoy that stretch through the low back. Good. Hey, Nathan. Good to see you. And then scoop abdominals and gather yourself back to the center. Let's go the other direction. Knees one way, head the other way. Oh, release into that stretch for the low spine. Outer hip, open chest and shoulders. And again, inhale, exhale, scoop your abdominals to bring the pelvis back to center. Good.
Mary, you've gone away.
We can't hear you, Mary. We can't hear you.
I can't see either.
Yeah.
I don't think she can hear us.
No. We started texting.
Times each way.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, Zoom friends. We're just getting ourselves warmed up. So again, continuing with your ankle circles and some hamstring stretches. I'll wait for you all to catch up. Sorry about that. We had a momentary glitch. So glad we're back together again. After you have stretched both legs and done a few flexes and points and circles with those feet, we'll meet up again, lying on the floor with the legs long. Okay, and then we're just going to take the arms up to the ceiling and practice our rib cage arms. So inhaling and reaching those arms overhead, trying to keep the rib cage connected, and then bring the arms back up and exhale back down. As you're doing that, keeping your abdominal seatbelt of strength and your rib cage vest with you, lengthen those arms overhead, trying not to let the back arch as you go. And then arms come up again and exhale back down. Now we're going to go into our roll up from here. We can modify and have variations if we need to. So again, we start with the arms reaching up overhead. Inhale again, bring the arms up. Exhale, nodding chin to chest, finding that chest fold. If you need to, bend your knees and use the backs of your legs to help yourself to sit up. And then we're going to just take a little stretch over the legs. So you can lengthen the legs long. Opening up through that low back. If you can mute everybody, Greg, that'd be great. And then again, scoop those abdominals back. Again, if you need to bend your knees to do so, you can. Roll yourself back down onto the floor. We'll try this a few more times. Inhale, the arms come up. I'll demonstrate with the legs long this time. Exhale, using your abdominals, finding that scoop. This time, reaching and hovering over the legs. So feeling those abdominals retreating, making that boomerang shape with your body. Inhale, exhale, shoulders melt, and slowly articulate right back down onto your mat, one vertebrae at a time. Now let's just do that one more time. Inhale, your arms come floating up, and exhale, nod and scoop. And then finding that hover, reaching up and over those legs. That's great. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, scoop that low belly. Roll back down, shoulders dripping like melting wax. Rolling right back down onto the floor. Very good. From here, just bend your knees for me. Adjusting my position on the mat. And have your feet nice and even and parallel onto the floor. I'm surrendering my palms up to the ceiling, wide and open across the collarbones. And before we go into any spinal work, I want to address the feet again. So from here, I just want you to lift your heels. So you're widening your toes and lifting your heels up off the floor, and then bring them back down. And then peel your heels, or your toes rather, off the floor. So you're flexing your feet and then bringing them back down. And just repeat that a few times. Lifting the heels and then lowering down. Feel those heels into the floor as you lift and spread those toes wide, and then bring it back down one more time. Heels lift and lower down, and toes lift and lower down. Now keeping those feet nice and open on the mat now with awareness, we're going to start that scoop of the belly and curling the tail. And let's try to scoop and lift the hips into our bridge, finding that nice long line from the knees through the hips and down through the shoulders. Take an inhale here, and then exhale right down that center line, curling through the belly, through the low spine, to articulate one vertebrae at a time as you come all the way back down to your easy resting position. Let's do that again. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, scoop out the belly, reaching knees up and over the feet, feeling open and wide and long in the front of the pelvis. Take that inhale at the top, easy neck. Exhale, getting longer and longer as you sigh and roll through your spine to come back home again. Last time, inhale, exhale, one more time, scooping and lifting up. And again, feeling energized and pulled in through your center here. Let's stay lifted, keeping the pelvis right where it is, and practice those heel lifts again. So we lift the heels up and lower down. Let's try the toes lift and then lower down. Heels lift and lower, toes lift and lower. Two more times. Heels lift and down. Keep that pelvis up. Toes lift and down. One more time. Heels lift and down, and toes lift and down. Reestablish your bridge if you've drifted downward. Inhale, and again, exhale, rolling back down through the spine. Very good. Give yourself another hug. Pull those knees into your chest. Great job. So we're going to go into the traditional 100 exercise this morning. It's a beautiful day. Why not? Yeah. So again, if you need to modify, if you have neck issues, you can always grab the corners of your mat and create a little cradle for your head as you fold up. Otherwise, we're going to work on that chest fold. Today, if you can, bring your legs into tabletop position. If you're more advanced, you can try this with legs long. If you're even more advanced, you can turn out and lower the legs on a diagonal. Again, maintaining your connection through your core. We're going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, chest fold, reach. The fingers look right through those legs, and we breathe. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4. And 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach. And 6. Zip up those pants. And 7. Keep going. 8. Warming up the body. 2 more. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Last time. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug those knees. Relax your noggin back down. Just take a little rotation side to side. Easy through the head and neck. Very good. Take an inhale. Exhale, nod and roll yourself up to a sitting position. And we're going to do a little bit of our rolling like a ball. So make sure you have some good padding behind you. And again, if rolling doesn't feel good to you, just practice the balance position. So we're going to hold on to our ankles, come to our tippy toe position, shoulders dripping away from those ears, looking into the pit of the stomach and lifting the feet so you're balancing. Okay? If you're going to roll, we scoop that belly button in so deeply that that's what tips you off balance. Inhale, rock. Exhale, roll. Find your balance again. And again, inhale, rolling back. Exhale, coming up and find that balance position. That's right, everybody. Continuing, inhale and exhale. And again, inhale, rock. And exhale, nice massage for that spine. Good. From here, holding on to those ankles, practicing that balance and control. See if you can extend your legs, maybe a little bit bent, that's fine. If you can, go a little straighter. Good. If you can, open those legs apart, shoulders away from those ears. Abs are your brakes. Bring the legs back together again. And then bend the knees to rest. Let's try it one more time. And again, reaching up and opening. Now you can either practice this balance here, or if you're feeling ambitious today, we can do open leg rocker. Looking into that pit of the stomach, not rolling to the neck. We inhale, rock, and exhale, roll. Find your balance. That's it. Good. And again, inhale, rock. Exhale, scoop those abdominals in. Last time, inhale, rock, and exhale, roll. Triumphantly bring those legs together again. Very good. Bend your knees. We're going to go right into our transition for our single bent leg. Hugging one knee into the chest. Extend the other leg long. Use your scooping abdominal control to roll back down. Still finding that chest fold. Again, if you need to, you can use your mat instead. And we go. Inhale, switch your legs. Inhale, switch your legs. Exhale. Exhale. Again, inhale, elbows wide and belly hollowing. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Blow it away. Last set. In. You're doing great. In and exhale. And exhale. Good. Hug both knees in. Take a little rest for your head. And next we're going to go into double bent leg. So we still find that chest fold. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, reach like you're taking off your top hat. Extend those legs away from center. Circle with the arms. Use your lats to hug everything back into your little ball. Inhale, reach away from center. Exhale, gather into center. Again, inhale, tight waistline. Exhale, scoop deep. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, gather. 2 more. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Last time, inhale. And exhale, rest your head back down. Good. So we're going to go into our single straight leg. We'll get a little bit more of that hamstring stretch action as well. Exhale, curl up. Lengthen those legs as long as you can. Grab one leg as high as you can and let the other leg scissor away. We're going to stay for a little stretch in the hamstrings. Inhale. and exhale, switch, and exhale. I like a double pulse. We go inhale, inhale, switch, exhale, exhale, switch. As you're moving, keep those shoulders away from the ears, easy neck, abs do the work. Inhale, inhale, and exhale, exhale. One more time, looking good out there. In and exhale, exhale. Woo! Take a little pause there. Very good. Good news is for this fourth exercise of the Fab Five, you can leave your head on the mat if you choose. I like to extend the legs and have the hands underneath the outer edges of my hips for a little support. Keep the neck and shoulders open and wide. We're going to flex the feet and keep your belly strong as you lower your legs as low as you can without changing your spine. Exhale, point the toes and use your low abdominals and psoas to gather back up. Again, inhale, reach away, and exhale, reel those legs back up. And again, inhale, little fishing reels in your low belly. Gather and fold. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. It's fine if you need to bend your knees. Last time, inhale, reach, and exhale, gather and pull. Very nice. Last of the Fab Five is my favorite, crisscross, because it uses every single abdominal fiber you possess. You're going to place your hands behind your head, elbows are nice and wide. Again, find that chest fold, exhale, curl up. The leg movement is the same as the first one. We extend one leg and then rotate around that sternum to reach opposite elbow toward knee and use your eyes to look back. And now we switch. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Slow change. In and in. Exhale. Feeling those abs pull deep. Again. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. We all deserve chocolate. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. You did it. Yay! Hug your knees in. Relax your head. Once again. Well done. Good job. Go ahead again, bring yourself up to a seated position, and we'll go into spine stretch forward. So lengthening those legs out in front. Let's bring our zombie arms out in front of us, shoulders long away from those ears. Flex the feet, pull those toes back. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hollow the belly and reaching up and over, like you've got a basketball in your lap, and you're reaching wide upper back. Exhale out all your air. Inhale, inflate. And stack one vertebrae on top of the other, nice and long and tall. Let's try that again. Inhale, tall. Exhale to deflate. All the way out. Inhale to inflate. Rolling right back up. One more time. Exhale, pulling your belly button away from your nose. And inhale to inflate. Good. This next one is going to be a little different today. I'm going to turn and face you. And if you can, bring your legs into a little butterfly position so you can have your feet a little bit further away from the center. Okay? I learned this one from my cousin in Paris, Erin Moore. She's wonderful. Hands go behind your head. You're going to anchor through your sit bones so your pelvis doesn't move. We're going to rotate to twist. So inhale, twist. Let's just come back to center, exhale. We'll start with this. Other side, inhale, rotate. And exhale, return. This time, inhale, rotate. And I'm going to tilt over, elbow toward my same knee. So I'm reaching, getting a side stretch while anchoring my pelvis down. Inhale, lengthen back up. And exhale, unwind. Other side, inhale, twist. Without losing my cheeks on the floor, exhale, elbow toward your knee. Getting that lovely side bend. And inhale, return. And exhale, unwind. Let's try that again. Inhale, twist. And exhale, reaching on that diagonal. Inhale, return. And exhale. Up one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Fold and reach. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Open those arms and stretch. Good. Just lengthen those legs out. I want to go into a little bit more side bending. Extend the arms out to the side, and we're going to go up and over. You can place your hand on the floor. And again, try not to rock off the floor with your cheek there. Keep it on the floor. That's it. And now scoop your belly inward and reach on the diagonal. So I'm really pulling my belly in and lengthening up and over. That feels glorious. Come back to sideways position. Good. And then bring yourself up. And let's try that on the other side. Inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale, curving lateral side bend. Good job. And then scoop the belly in. Reach on that diagonal. Again, anchoring down through that opposite sit bone. Great. Bring yourself back through center. Good. And return. Well done. Let's move over into our position on our belly. So flipping over. Okay. And again, the legs can be long, slightly separated. I'm having my hands right next to my shoulders, looking down at the floor. We're going to push that imaginary marble with your nose and watch it roll. Sliding the shoulders away from the ears. Keep your abdominals zipping up and in, wide across your collarbones. Let's just move up to a small little cobra, a little swan. Here, inhale. Exhale, slowly bringing the focus back down that arc. Let's try that again. Lengthen out, so cervical spine. And then maybe this time getting a little deeper into the thoracic. If you can now, press into the hands. Lift your abdominals to support your back. Slide those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And then exhaling, rolling right back down again. Finding that length as you return. Let's try that again. Lengthen and reach. Inhaling to start. And coming all the way up into that open, long swan neck. Stay here now. Bring your chin towards your chest. Just to stretch the neck. Roll ear to shoulder. Pause there and just stretch again, feeling the shoulders away from the ears. Chin to chest. Other side, ear to shoulder. Enjoy that. Come back to center. Inhale, looking forward again. And exhale, rolling back down through the spine. Great job. From here, extend your arms out in front of yourself. And we're going to do a slow motion swimming. Sherry's going to go swimming later. We're all going to go swim now. Lengthen through your spine, looking down at the floor. We're going to take opposite arm and leg with energy, reaching through my fingertips and toe tips, lengthening and floating opposite arm and leg off the floor, and then lowering back down. Other side, lengthen and reach, maintaining your center through the pelvis. Abs are lifting up and in, and then float down. Continue to alternate, lengthen and float and reach, opposite arm and leg, and then lowering down. And other side, abdominal strong, lengthen, reaching, and then lowering back down. Good. Make a little pillow for your forehead with your hands, stack one on top of the other. Wag your tail side to side, relax that low back. Good, good, good. From here, you're going to pull your elbows underneath you and push up. If you want, you can have your hands separated. If you prefer, you can clasp your hands together. But we're going to lift our chest, press out of those elbows, long neck here, and we're going to do a little single leg kick. So 1 foot at a time, you're going to flex your foot and kick your tush, and then point your foot and kick your tush, and then lengthen that leg all the way down. Other side, flex and point and reach and change. Flex and point and reach, shining your heart light out in front. Flex and point and reach, and flex and point and reach. Continue, flex and point and reach. One more each side. Flex, point, reach. Perhaps feeling a quad stretch. Flex, point, reach. Good. Lower yourself back down, coming onto hands and knees. And we'll stretch out that spine again. So lifting the belly, rounding through the spine. Feel that wonderful stretch all the way down. And then come back into your long spine. And instead of arching through that low back, slide the shoulders away from the ears and just yearn your chest forward. So you're just a curious baby about to start to crawl, looking forward. Come back to center. Let's try that again. Mad Halloween cat. Lift and pull wide across the shoulder blades. And then we'll come back to that long spine. Keeping the belly lifted, slide the shoulders back, shine your heart light forward. Reach. Good, and back to center. Now then, bring your knees together, so your thighs are together. This is Nathan's favorite exercise. You're going to be on the balls of your feet. Abs lift. You're a coffee table of strength. Energy up to the top of your head. Strong shoulders right over your hands. Float those knees just an inch off the floor. and stay for 5 deep breaths. Feeling those abdominals laced up, imagining you have a big sash around your belly hoisting you up from the ceiling. And after 5 deep breaths, slowly come back down and pause. Again, if you need to shake out your wrists, go ahead and do that. We're going to do it one more time. And again, abs lifted, nice long spine, balancing on the balls of the feet, knees together, float. Just an inch off. If you feel like a superstar today, try to peel one foot off the floor without changing your coffee table. Bring it back. Other side, float that one foot off the floor. And bring it back. And return to the floor. Lengthen those ankles long. Sit into your child's pose position. Tiptoe the fingers forward. And breathe into that low back. Wide as you inhale. Exhale, melting. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good, because I think it feels good. Tiptoe your fingers to the right. And let your hips slide just a bit to the left. Feeling that side body stretch once again. Good. And then we'll scooch back to center and then other way. Fingertips reach to the left and pelvis slides over to the right. Lengthening, opening up that side body. Good job. We'll come back to center. And then scooping those abdominals and curl and roll back up to a sitting position. Good. Let's move on into our side leg work here now. Today, we're going to be in one long line. So you're going to stack the feet and the knees and the hips, and then lengthen this arm long on the floor. That's it. This hand can be your kickstand, making sure that we don't scrunch the shoulder up to the ears, okay? So from here, abs are really strong, pelvis stays stacked. We're gonna take both legs as if they're one leg and lift both legs up off the floor. Good, and then just lower down. Let's just start with this. Lift and lengthen up. Feeling those inner thighs work, obliques work, floating down, exhale. 2 more like this, lift and float. If you need more padding underneath your hip, you can do that. Double up on your mat. 1 more time. Float and lift, keeping this length through the waistline. There we go. And then lowering down. Good. So now we're going to kick it up a notch. We lift up again. Small scissor. We're going to take one leg forward and one leg back. Scissoring the legs away from each other. And then come back through center to alternate other way. Ooh, a little tricky. And then bring it back to center. And let's try that again. Scissoring those legs, long, easy neck. Bring it back through center. And switching reverse. Feel the back of the leg strong. Hamstring pressing back. And 2 more. Float, reach, scissor. And return. And reach back. Keeping your balance. Test your balance if you can. Float and reach. And return. And scissor reach. And return. Legs come together and return back to the floor. Well done. So now you can prop yourself up on your hand. Bring your legs into that banana position, angling more toward the front of your mat. Very good. And today we're going to do hot potato. I need to be cheered up today, so we're going to do our hot potato. Take this leg long and reach. We're going to tap it twice in the front of your leg, and then up and over, tap, tap to the back. So we go tap, tap, and tap, 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 and tap, tap. Good. I learned this one from Mari Windsor, one of our Pilates gurus who recently passed away. So this one's for Mari. Tap, tap, and tap, tap again, tap, tap, and we're going to add a lift. So we go tap, tap, float that leg up to the back, tap, tap, float the leg up, keep that waistline long, tap, tap, and float, and tap, tap, and float. A few more, tap, tap, and lift, and tap, tap, and lift. Very good. Bend your knees now, come into your little clamshell position, hips and shoulders stacked, and we're going to do clam today. So we're just going to hinge, open, lifting that top thigh, and pressing it down. Again, squeeze and open, And then imagine you're squeezing something between your knees. Opening and closing. One more time like this. Open and close. For a challenge, try lifting your feet up off the floor and continue that same clam. Opening and closing. Feeling those rotators wrap the thigh bone around. Good. 2 more. Open and close. Abs are still with you. And open and close. Good job. Let those legs rest. Bring your hands in front. Lie your head on the floor. And we're going to take our twist stretch. Up and over, spiraling. And feeling that open stretch across the chest and shoulders. Breathe into that top hip. Good. And then again, lengthen and gather. And bring yourself back. Good. We'll do the whole thing on the other side. Swing your legs around. Find that long line to start. That's it. So you can rest your head on your arm, lengthening through the waistline. Abdominals nice and strong. This can be your kickstand. Check in with this top shoulder. And here we go. Both legs float, lift, and then lowering them back down. Just bring them together as if you just had one long leg. That's it. Lift both, and then lowering down. Waistline's long on both sides. Lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Good. Into our scissors, we lift up and we take one leg forward, one leg back. Slow motion changing through center and reach. Keeping your abdominal seatbelt with you. Lengthen and scissor. Reach. Laser beams through those legs and change. Keep breathing. Continue. Inhale, lengthen. And press through those hamstrings. Doing your side kick in the pool. And again, lift, lengthen, scissor. And other way. Good. Bring those legs back together again and lowering back down. Good job. Prop yourself up. Bring your legs into your banana. Top waistline long. And we'll do our hot potato, taking that top leg and tap, tap front, tap, tap back, tap, tap and tap, tap again, tap, tap and tap, 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 happy little bouncing leg. We go, tap, tap, float up, and tap, tap, float up, and tap, tap, long waistline. You should be feeling this on the outer hip. Yes, yes, and tap, tap, and lift. One more time, tap, tap, and lift. Good job. Lower those legs down. Bend your knees for our clams. Again, keeping your abdominal support. We just rotate, keeping that pelvis right against that brick wall behind you. Open and squeeze it closed. And again, hinge, open and lower. Continue to breathe. Open and exhale. And again, lift up and lower down. Let's try lifting our feet, making it more challenging. Here we go. Keep those feet together. Just open that creaky old clamshell and squeeze it back together. And again, lift up and lowering down. Couple more. Open, working your piriformis and friends. And one more time. Open and close. Good job. Rest those legs. Let's bring our head to the mat, stacking the hands. And my favorite little opening the book stretch. Reach that top arm beyond the bottom hand. Spiral and open. Let your head roll on the floor. Let go of any muscles that are hanging on for dear life. Good job. Excellent work. Gather and close to return. Good job. Okay. So I know some of you have been working on this exercise every week, and I want to bring it back again. It's Jessie's favorite. This is that wonderful goalpost arm exercise. So flip over onto your belly, and we'll do it in steps. You're going to open your hands into that nice right angle from your shoulders and right angle from your elbows. So you're making a little goalpost. My hands come off the mat as I do this. I'm on my belly. I'm keeping those abdominals lifted up. So step one, we hinge and lift our forearms and our hands as if we're on a ramp. Try not to bend the wrist. So just keeping that long. Step 2, see if you can float your elbows off the floor, but your fingers are still the highest point on that ramp. Good. Step 3, abs are engaged. Lift your spine, open your chest, keeping the back of the neck long. And then step 4, superpowers engage. Reach your arms and hover over the metropolis. Shh. Now reverse it all. Elbows bend back to that square. Be careful not to go too far. Keep that width. Step, what is that, 3? Your head comes back down to the floor. And step 2, your elbows come back to the floor. Keep those hands on the ramp. And then finally, whoo, you get to rest those hands back on the floor. Let's try that again. Elbows are down, hands and forearms lift. And lift the elbows, wide wingspan from elbow to elbow. Abs are strong, open your chest back into that spinal extension. Legs stay relaxed. And step 4, reach forward. Retrograde, elbows bend. And head comes down. And elbows down, and hands rest. I think that's enough of that. You would agree. Hands come to your shoulders, push back into that hands and knees position. We've earned our reward. We're going to do our thread the needle stretch. So abs are strong. Open and spiral the torso. Reach for the stars. And then fingertips, thread the needle, dive through on the diagonal. Reach. And you're trying to bring the side of your head or shoulder toward the floor here. Breathe into that nice scapula stretch. Good. And then press into the hand on the floor. Return yourself back to all fours. Let's try the other side. Inhale, spiral, reach. Exhale, thread the needle and stretch it all out. Breathe and enjoy. Perhaps putting a little pressure into that shoulder. Good. And again, press into this hand on the floor. Bring yourself back up. And take a moment to stretch it out again into your child's pose. Maybe opening the knees a little wider this time. Reaching those fingers as far forward as you can. Let your head rest toward the floor. Just take a little break. Good. And again, roll yourself back up. And we're going to go into a little bit more of our balance challenge here. So once again, have a seat and bring yourself to that position where you can hold on to those ankles. Tippy toes. And then abdominals again, strong, not the neck and shoulders working. Bring those feet to parallel to the floor. So shins are parallel. Good. Now you can either hold on to your legs for balance or hold behind the thighs, or if you're feeling frisky, just float those arms parallel to the floor. And we're going to alternate. One leg extends and bends other side. Reach, finding your balance and control. That's it. And again, looking at those pretty toes and changing. And one more time. Reach and reach. Low belly strong. And then bend. See if you can extend both legs. Bring those arms parallel to your legs if you can. And then we're going to fold in. See if you can slowly roll right back down onto your back without going kerplop. Good. And hug those knees into your chest again. Just breathing there. Good. Nicely done. So from here, you can bring your feet back down to the floor. And I'm going to practice again our single leg version of this teaser, or prep for teaser. So I'm going to bring my feet together and walk my toes a little farther away from my pelvis, okay? And then extending one leg so my thighs are together. Hands can be down on the mat, or again, if you need to let your fingers do the walking on your legs to help yourself up, please do so. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, reach through the fingers, find that chest fold. If you need to, help yourself up and see if you can come back to that teaser position, that half teaser position here. Inhale, exhale, scoop the low belly. Again, if you need assistance, help yourself down. Right down your center line and return. Quiver, quiver. Let's try that again. Inhale, exhale, notch into chest. Find that chest fold rolling through the low spine. Lift your heart, triumphant. Inhale and exhale, scoop and contract. Work your control to descend. Excellent. Let's try the other side. Switch out other leg. Glue those thighs together. Feel your adductors, your inner thighs. Inhale, and again, reach to the fingertips. Nod, spine like a wheel, rolls up. Lift your heart, find that reach. Inhale, exhale, shoulders drip away from the ears, low belly pulls in, adducting those thighs to return. One more time. Inhale and exhale, nod chin to chest. Folding through, rolling over that waistline, lift your heart. Good. Inhale and exhaling, rolling back down. Bend those knees, gather in for another hug. Good job. And bring yourself up to a sitting position. We'll go into our mermaid. So again, you can sit here with your knees stacked. If this doesn't feel right for you, if you're feeling too grippy through your hip, you can open into more of a fourth position or a Z sit here. Okay, so you have some options. If you can, sit right up on top of this hip, pull your mermaid tail up in toward you, holding onto that ankle. Take this arm up by your ear. Inhale, reach up, 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 up. And then exhale into that side bend, up and over. Lovely side bend stretch for that side body. Good. Inhale, take your hand behind your head. Exhale, scoop as we did earlier and twist, elbow toward your knee. Good. And then reaching back to our sideways position. Reach, extend farther than before. And then return. This hand will go to the floor. We're going to switch sides now. Lifting this way, lift up and over, sliding down to your elbow. So I'm really arcing through the rib cage, not just letting myself collapse here, but really lifting, going into that rainbow position. Good. We're going to inhale and reach this arm up again. And then we're going to thread the needle once again. Fingertips dive through, spiraling the rib cage to wrap and twist. Wring it out. And then lift your rib cage, find that rainbow position again. And then push the clouds away. Push through this arm, looking up at the ceiling, opening a shoulder and chest. And then return to your rainbow position. Good. Inhale, the arm comes back up. Use your obliques. See if you can bring yourself up without pushing with that hand too much. One more time into our seashell. Reaching up. Hand goes behind the head. Side bend. And exhale, twist again. So good. Come back into that sideways position. And now go farther than before. Reach, reach, reach. And return. Good. Swish your tail to the other side. That's it. That's my favorite part. And sit up nice and tall again. Again, if you need to open the knees apart, that's fine. Let's take this arm long by the ear. Inhale, reaching up, feeling that length through the spine. And arcing up and over towards your mermaid tail. Side bend. Good. Breathing here. Lovely. And then take that hand behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, scoop and twist, elbow toward your knee. Good, good, good. Bring yourself back into that sideways position. Reaching farther than before. And bring yourself back up. Good. We'll change hands. Lengthen the other arm up. Arcing through, making that rainbow, curving and sliding down to your elbow. Keep space from ear to shoulder here. Good. Inhale, reaching up to the sky, and then fingertips thread the needle. Dive and twist. Spiraling it out. Good job. And return to your rainbow, and then push the space away. Open your chest, looking up. Good. Bring yourself back to that sideways position. Inhale, the arm comes up to the sky. Exhale, use that waistline to bring yourself back up. And let's finish with one more mermaid. Good. Inhaling up and over, hand behind the head. And exhale, hollow and twist. Great. Inhale back to your sideways position. And lengthen farther, farther, farther. And bring yourself back up. Very good. Let's stretch out our hips some now. Come to your hands and knees. And you're going to help one foot out in front of yourself. So just bring it out in front on the mat. Hands alongside. And then you're actively reaching your pelvis forward. Make sure this knee is directly over your heel. And then rather than being all hunchbacked here, lift your eyes, lift your chest. Try to look straight ahead with beautiful posture. Abs lift. You're feeling that stretch through the front of this hip. You can either support yourself here and stay, or if you feel like you have better balance, you can lift your abdominals and find your hands to your thighs. Good. Now then, whichever leg is behind you, take that same arm and reach it up. And just a slight curve toward the bent leg side. So you feel a little deeper stretch through the psoas, hip flexors, and friends. Good job. Bring yourself back up. Inhale and exhale down. Let's switch out to the other side. Bring the other foot out in front. Again, check for good alignment. As we're here, we're going to press the pelvis forward and make sure this knee is stacked. And again, lift your focus. Open your chest. Melting shoulders away from those ears. Abs are lifted up to support you. And then again, if you can, bring your hands to your thighs and breathe there. Good, and then again, if you would like, reach this arm up and side bend just a small bit, just to where you feel a good stretch. Shoulders soft, lengthen over. Good job, and return, good. Bring yourself back to hands and knees again. We're gonna stretch out our calves here. Reaching one leg behind yourself. I'm gonna bring myself forward so everybody can see. So I'm pressing my ball of the foot into the floor and reaching my heel as if I were trying to squish my heel back toward the floor. So we're opening up with a nice long leg there, feeling that length through the calf. Stretching the toes as well. And then switch, other side. Bringing that ball of the foot to the floor, lengthening that leg, pressing back, trying to reach that heel to the floor. Good job. Breathe. Very, very good. And then we're going to lift ourselves into that downward dog position. So tuck both toes, lift your hips high, press those heels into the floor. Trying to stretch your chest through your arms toward your legs. Abs lift up to the ceiling. And let's tread through our feet, alternating, bending one knee and then the other. Feeling gooey and stretchy. And then both heels sink into the floor. Lift those abdominals, soften your knees a little, and walk your hands back in towards your feet. Just dangling over your waistline here. You can hold on to either elbow and just let yourself dangle and hang. Perhaps swaying one way and then the other way, loosening up, freeing up that low back. Good. Then release your elbows, bend your knees a little bit more, curling the tail under, rolling up to stand. And I know my Zoom friends might not be able to see me much longer here on their screen, but we're all just going to stand facing each other in parallel. Inhale, reaching those arms up over your head, looking up at the ceiling. And then exhaling, coming back down, feeling nice and long in the front of those hips. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reaching up. Ready to go play outside in this glorious, glorious weather today. Exhale, coming down. And I thank you very much. Good job, everybody. Well done. Thank you, everybody.